Have you ever locked eyes with someone and instantly felt like something was wrong? Like they knew something about you they shouldn't? What if that same person showed up everywhere you went and then followed you home? I'm a 15-year-old guy working part-time at a small diner in upstate New York. It's a local spot, open late, quiet during weekdays, and a little busier on the weekends. I'd been working there for about a year when something happened that still gives me nightmares. It was a chilly Sunday evening in late October. The kind where the air smells like damp leaves and the streets feel emptier than usual. I had picked up an extra shift, covering for someone who called out sick. The clock read 4:55 p.m., only 5 minutes left in my shift. I had been on my feet for hours, bussing tables, refilling coffee, and wiping down counters. I couldn't wait to clock out and get home. That's when I noticed him. He came in just as I was cleaning off the last table by the window. A man in his late 40s, maybe early 50s, walked through the door with an odd limp. His hair was messy and unwashed, and his beard looked like it hadn't been trimmed in months. He wore a faded gray t-shirt with some kind of brown stains on it, and black sweatpants full of holes. He didn't say anything at first, just walked in slowly and sat down at a corner booth. I greeted him politely, as I was supposed to, but he didn't respond. He just sat there, staring at me. Not in an angry way, but vacant. Like he was watching me through a screen. Trying to keep my cool, I asked, "Can I get you anything?" Still silent. He kept shifting his head, looking around the diner like he expected someone to walk in behind him. Then, finally, he whispered, "Where's your restroom?" I gestured toward the back hallway. "Right down there, sir. On your left." He stood up slowly and shuffled past me. But as he did, he leaned in a little too close. I could smell something rotten, like spoiled milk and rust. My skin crawled. As soon as he was out of sight, I rushed to the back room to clock out. My coworker Jordan, who's 17 and has a car, was going to pick me up after his shift at the gas station ended. I changed out of my work clothes and stepped outside into the cold night air to wait for him. I sat on the bench just outside the diner, watching the streetlights flicker. After about 20 minutes, Jordan finally pulled up. I jumped in, told him about the weird guy, and he just laughed. "Probably some drunk dude passing through," he said. "Don't sweat it." We decided to stop at another diner a few miles down the road for burgers before heading home. It was kind of a tradition for us. Cheap food, greasy booths, and a chance to unwind. We ordered, sat down at a corner table, and started eating. But then I saw him again. The same man from earlier was sitting at a table across the room. Same clothes, same limp posture, same blank stare. He wasn't eating, just sitting there, watching me. I froze mid-bite and whispered to Jordan, "That's him, the guy I told you about." Jordan turned around, looked, and frowned. "Weird. That's definitely the same guy." I nodded. I'm sure. Jordan brushed it off. Maybe he's just hungry like us. Chill, man. But I couldn't relax. Every few minutes I glanced over, and he was still staring, not blinking, not moving. I just wanted to leave. We got the check, rushed to the car, and started driving. The plan was to drop me off first. Then Jordan would head back home. It was about a 30-minute drive through quiet residential streets and patches of wooded road. At the first red light, I turned to look out the window, and my blood ran cold. There, in the white Honda pulled up right next to us, was the man. Same dead stare, same clothes, same man. He wasn't looking at the road. He was looking directly at me. I slapped Jordan's arm. That's him again. He followed us. Jordan looked and went pale. What the hell? We made a few random turns, taking a long detour, just to see if he was really following us. After a few blocks, the white Honda was gone. Still, we didn't say much the rest of the drive. When we finally pulled into my driveway, we both sat in silence for a second. You gonna be okay? Jordan asked. Yeah, I lied. Thanks. I got out of the car, watched him drive off, and headed into the house. My mom and sister were still out shopping, and my dad was away on a business trip. I was alone. Trying to shake off the unease, I locked the doors, turned on a few lights, and went straight to my room. I pulled the curtains shut and got under the covers, still in my jeans. I tried to scroll through my phone, but my hands kept shaking. Then I heard it, a soft tapping, coming from my window. I froze. It wasn't loud, but it was there, deliberate, slow. I forced myself to move. I walked to the window, heart pounding in my chest. I pulled back the curtain just a little and peeked outside. He was there, standing on my lawn, staring up at my window, smiling. I jumped back and grabbed my phone, dialing 911 with trembling hands. The operator kept me calm, stayed on the line as I locked myself in the bathroom until officers arrived. By the time they got there, he was gone. No car, no footprints, nothing. I told them everything. They took my statement, but said unless he came back, there wasn't much they could do. That was the last time I saw him. I quit the diner 2 days later. I couldn't walk into that place again. Couldn't risk running into him. I still don't know who he was, what he wanted, or how he found where I lived. But sometimes, late at night, I feel like I'm being watched, and I never sit near the windows anymore. If this happened to you, what would you have done? Let me know in the comments. And if you love true horror stories like this, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications, because the next story might just keep you up tonight.